Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, click these buttons down here. Hit the like button, then subscribe to my channel for more content. Well, we're losing oil pressure, so we'll pull the motor out, see if we can fix it. If not, we'll get a new motor for it. Maybe one with a little bit more power. Oh, getting ready to pull the engine out of here. Got a new one on its way. Should have a little bit more power. Well, we got the old motor out. Getting ready to put the new motor in when it gets here. So, just got the new motor for locked and loaded, but upon further inspection, it's kind of fucked up. Got the cam bearings in wrong. You got a big old chip in it right there. I don't know if you can see that. Called the company, asked them what the hell's going on, and they're trying to say that the oil comes up from the crank to the camshaft. They claim to be a performance engine manufacturer, but that's not how it works. Here's a diagram of oil hole locations on cam bearings. Anyways, you have the load from the valve springs pushing down on the cam, and you want a film of oil going around the cam to hold it up. And if you have a hole right here for all the oil to come out, it's not going to be able to retain the film of oil. It may last a long time, it may last forever, but it's not how it's supposed to be done. You have a lot of pressure pushing down on this, so you want basically a puddle of oil down there to hold it up. So, I want to have the motor running this weekend, get it back in the truck. But with it being messed up, the company wants us to ship it back down to Texas, and then they're going to go through it and send it back. So it's probably going to take a minute. So also, on top of the cam bearings being installed correctly and damaged, the cylinder bores have gouges down them from obviously like dirty tools or dirty piston rings, so they got gouges in them. It's supposed to be fresh. The deck surface is it could have been milled down a little bit more. It's pretty rough in spots. Doesn't look very good. It's hard to tell in the picture. And there's, you know what I mean, it's what else is wrong with it? You know what I mean? I see 3 things wrong with it on the outside. What else did they mess up? Yeah, so we sent the motor back. They kept it for like a month, and they're like, oh yeah, getting it ready. And they're like, okay, we got it done. Sending it back out. Well, they sent a completely different motor. Same style motor, but different. And it's like, I thought you guys said you were going to fix the motor. So anyways, said, nah, you can't be trusted. You know what I mean? You don't even know how the fucking things work. So, sent the motor back to them, ordered this, brand new 350, flat top pistons, forged crank, forged rods. So, took a month, but got a motor, getting it put together. We'll try to get it in the truck this weekend, get it test fired up, and then get it broke in and start working on other stuff on it. Get ready for mud jam. The new Vortec heads have 380-pound springs on them, which is going to be a little bit too heavy to break in the camshaft. So we had to put the old heads back on in order to break in the camshaft. Once it's broke in, pull the heads and intake back off, put the new stuff on. Yeah, getting the headers cleaned up. Gotta do some patching on them. Got some rust holes where it's pretty thin. Kind of twisted up in spots, but sandblast them, do some brazing on them. Good to go. Yep, only day off work and it's raining. As soon as it quits raining, gonna slap the motor back in here, get her started up. Getting ready to get the engine off the stand, lift it up, drug outside, put in the truck. 1, 2, 3. Might want to steer it. Took a stock small block Chevy power steering pump, cut the top off it, put a radiator hose on, then the piece that we cut off, hose clamped onto the top, got our dipstick thing. It's got more capacity that way. So power steering line's got to run all the way from the back all the way up to the front of the power steering pump. With the radiators in the front and the engine in the back, we got this inline coolant cap with a 15-pound spring, so that way you can bleed the system for one, and then if the engine does boil over and create air pockets, this is the highest point, so we don't get airlock in the cooling system. Just pour on. Well, start raining again, so Cleaned out this little area, brought it in, keep it on the rain. Put the drive shafts in. Huh? Yeah, since the drive line's backwards on this, this is actually a rear drive shaft. Slides into the transfer case. It comes down the front axle. Then in the back, we have, well, a normal truck would be a front drive shaft. So off the transfer case, it's actually the front output drives the rear. Brakes removed off the hubs. And got an S10 rotor, the caliper right on the drive line. Keep it on mud, easier to clean. Got NP 241 transfer case out of a late 90s 3/4 ton Chevy truck. Got a special adapter so we can clock it down so it works as a drop case. Now the fun part. You gotta pull the heads, intake, all that stuff right back off. Put the new heads on. Sit down. Oh, high five. Give me a high five, buddy. Good job. Shake. Shake. Yeah. Oh, good pupper dog. Trying to get this thing built. Got the NP200 transfer case kind of set up in there. Trying to figure out exactly where it's going to go. Kind of got these mocking up where I would go do some sort of cradle. Obviously not going to use wood. Got my front shackles built, drilled out, painted. Gotta get some new bushings for the springs. Seriously, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.